The fallout continues after Rangers' defeat at the weekend to St Johnstone. The Jazz lost the game 2-1 and calls for the manager's head have been ever present over the last couple of days. In today's video, we have quite a few points to go over and start with what Dick Advocat has said about Rangers manager Gio Van Bronckhorst. We also take a look at the Premier League club that is interested in one of Rangers' attackers, and lastly, we take a look at the Rangers wonder kid who just can't stop scoring for the Rangers B team. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Scottish football content. Sunday's defeat to St Johnstone has heaped fresh pressure on Gio Van Bronckhorst, with the Jazz now 7 points behind Celtic just 13 games into the season. Van Bronckhorst's St Johnstone misery came off the back of a Champions League hammering from Ajax Amsterdam, with a 6th straight defeat confirming Rangers are the worst side to reach the group stage after finishing with a goal difference of -20. Whilst the pressure does mount and the results have him fighting for his job, his former manager and Rangers' former manager, Dick Advocat, believes the Rangers board should keep in mind the huge profits he's generated during his first year in charge. The club banked more than £26 million with the summer sales of Joe Aribo and Calvin Bassey, while last year's Europa League surge to Seville and this term's Champions League campaign have produced further lucrative sums. Dick Advocat said, "Everybody needs to give Gio time. He showed what he's capable of at Feyenoord, he showed that last year of Rangers. They sold some good players, but there's no reason to be concerned about that. I know it myself how it works at a club like Rangers. It's not just Gio finding that out. I had it, Walter Smith had it, Alex McLeish had it. If you're not number one, you have problems. But give him time, he's a very young coach and a very good coach. He's shown how good he was at Feyenoord, so don't worry that one part of the season is not going well. There's still so many games to come. Last year he did an unbelievable job taking the team to the Europa League final. He's brought a lot of money into the club too by reaching Seville, by selling the players like Bassey and Aribo, by getting the team to the Champions League. He's had a lot of injuries and just needs time to get to the World Cup, then maybe he can rebuild things with players coming back into the squad. Only at that point can you judge, now is not the time." Whilst the Rangers' first team haven't been firing from all cylinders lately, the same cannot be said about the Rangers B team, who currently top the Lowland League. One man that is standing out and surely is close to a first team call-up is summer signing Zach Lovelace. Having made his debut in a 3-1 League Cup win over Queen of the South earlier this season, the 16-year-old ex-Millwall talent continues to impress for Rangers B team. Following on from his brace in the 3-2 UEFA Youth League victory over Napoli, Zach Lovelace netted another double in the weekend's 2-2 draw with Tarrant Juniors. The first came with Lovelace coolly rounding the keeper before slotting home, with the second a poacher's finish 11 minutes from time. Rangers need some fresh invention heading into the World Cup break, with 6 points a must, and as the club chases the victory, Zach Lovelace's presence is an interesting option. The youngster now has 11 goals for the season, and his development has been clear for anyone who follows the Rangers youth setup. Rangers winger Ryan Kent has this week came up in reports and is being heavily linked to a move back down south, but no, not to the usual suspects in Leeds United, but this time to Fulham. Kent, who has had a fairly disappointing campaign, is in the final year of his current contract, and it is looking likely that the Jazz could lose him on a free. Given Rangers spent £7 million to sign Kent from Liverpool back in 2019, following a successful loan spell, letting such a high-value asset leave for nothing would be a monumental failure of squad management. According to the report, Fulham are monitoring the winger's situation and are interested in signing the player, with Ryan Kent able to discuss terms elsewhere from January 1st. So far this season, Ryan Kent has made 20 appearances and only scored 1 goal. In other news, Rangers fans have blasted John Lundstram and are now questioning the midfielder after it was seen that the Englishman shirked a tackle through frustration, which led to St Johnstone's opening goal at McDermott Park. The usually composed and industrious Scouser had possession of the ball inside the Saints' half before a loose touch allowed it to run away from him. Rather than charge in with his usual gusto, the 28-year-old appeared to get wildly annoyed at himself, as rather than tackle his opponent in an attempt to retrieve his error, the former Sheffield United man conceded defeat and moaned in anger as the Saints player took the ball down the field. Fans were furious at the moment caught on camera and shared a clip on social media. One claimed Lundstram had totally chucked it, while others criticised the player for his lack of desire to keep the ball. Lastly, for Rangers news, the club today have confirmed that they will take on Bayer Leverkusen in a friendly at Ibrox on December 10th. The club said in a statement, Xavi Alonso's squad will provide a strong test for Rangers during the winter break, ahead of league action returning the following week. The sides have only met each other 4 times, with the most recent occasion being in the 2019-2020 UEFA Europa League knockout stages. General access tickets are going to be priced at £10 for adults, £7 for concessions, and only £5 for juniors. Next up for Rangers in terms of competitively is Hearts at Ibrox in the Scottish Premiership. This again is another must-win, and if not, I can see the crowd going very toxic on Wednesday night. Ahead of tomorrow night's clash against Heart of Midlothian, Gio Van Bronckhorst has confirmed that Alex Lowry will be fit and available and will feature. However, Fashion Zakala is injured and will now not be seen in the Rangers side until after the World Cup. Although his injury is only a minor muscle issue, he will miss the next 2 games. The next 2 matches are going to be huge for Giovanni, and 6 points will be a minimum to keep the pressure off of him. Rangers fans, what did you make of Dick Advocat's words, and do you think the club should give Gio Van Bronckhorst longer to turn it around? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Scottish football content. We have also released our Glasgow Rangers Sex Pistol t-shirts. They're now available on our website. Just go down into the link in the description or go to purescottishfootball.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.